Greetings, everybody. This is Rosano Gaming with a new playthrough of Foundry Update 4. This is the experimental update 4, but the actual update comes out Thursday. This is Rails and Reactors. I don't know anything about it, so we're going to go ahead and play. We're going to do single player, new game. Let's see. We're going to go to Paradox Prime, I think. I don't know if there's any new planets. Let's see. Resources are evenly distributed, balanced every way. This is abundance of resources, so let's do that one. We're going to do world name, EXPYT4, experimental 4. Let's see, for password, for mapseed, can you do, okay, you can't do, you can only do numbers. So we're going to do 42, the meaning of life, 69, because why not, and 1337, because that means leet in number terms. Let's see, creative mode, no, we don't want critters. Legacy shipping pad rules, what does that mean? How do you advise to not enable this? Well, let's not enable it then. Okay, so we're going to do resources. We're going to max everything. 500, 500. Yep, I like maximum resources for everything. All right, maximum resources. Let's start the game. Tip of the day, auto run can be enabled by pressing the N key. I did not know that. I wonder if that's new. Look at all the trains. These look cool. I do know there are train stations and there's drop-offs and pickups and stuff like that. So we'll see how that works. See how that goes. And I see the reactors in the background. In the top left a little bit. There's a big building on the right too in the top. I don't have music enabled, so launching drop pod, scan for potential landing. Yep. Okay, so
Welcome, operator. I'm Carl, your facility management artificial intelligence.
hello, Carl.
Congratulations on acquiring a building permit and a derelict space station on this resource-rich moon. An ideal spot for industrial business endeavors.
Yeah.
My goal is to assist you in setting up this factory. Let's run a few basic checks before we get started. Open your map to check your surroundings.
Did that.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
There are several ore patches in the vicinity. Equip your ore scanner from the inventory and use it to locate the ore patches. To get started, approach both of the ore patches and mine some ore.
I like to get all the ore on the top. I think the drill noise is new. That's cool. I like it. But if that's something that's probably going to get annoying pretty fast. I don't know if you can lower the volume on that or disable it. Alright, so that's all. Nope, there's a couple more. That's not one. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab some these to get some biomass. That's rock. I don't need rock. I normally, in single player, when I'm not streaming or video recording, I'll play with a couple of cheats on. I use this app called Wand. It used to be called Wemod. Now it's called Wand. And the free version, you can have unlimited time with the mods enabled. They used to have a 2-hour time limit per day, but they changed it because so many people subscribed to the pro version where you could save your configurations and stuff.
Great. Now that we have an initial supply of ore, we need to smelt it into plates and rods. Go back to your drop pod and use the built-in smelters to create your first crafting materials.
Okay. And I normally play with unlimited fuel for biomass burners and increased inventory space and increased drill speed and drill power. So I'm going to go ahead and enable those in a minute to see if it's going to work with experimental update 4. Because right now my inventory is little, right? Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Insert everything. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to see if this is gonna work. Loading mods. Okay. Set inventory slots. Alright, and then let's go here and tab and tab. Okay, so it does work. My inventory slots are now 110, so that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and enable unlimited fuel because I like to not have to worry about fuel until I get to ignium. And then drill range multiplier, drill power multiplier. Alright. Okay. I'm still gonna need biomass, so let's go ahead and... Whoa. My speed just went really fast. And if you don't like that I use cheats, well, I'm sorry. Sorry. This is the way I enjoy to play. I like to play games with no stress. And this is the easiest way for me to have no stress. So, alright, let's grab those. Let's grab those.
Now that we have basic
more
materials available, we should start crafting building blocks which act as
Alright,
a foundation
building
for other
blocks.
buildings. To do so,
Alright,
you
so
need
let's
to
hover
open the
over
crafting
everything
menu
that's
and click
new.
the
The
desired
building
items.
blocks and crates.
Then place
Grab
them in the shape
those.
of a platform next to one of the ore patches. The orange ore will be in higher demand. I suggest starting with that.
Alright. I'm going to put building blocks on the first slot after the thing. Alright, so the orange ore is going to be in more demand. Where's the orange ore? Why am I so fast? It must be a bug with the Wemod. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mine this out. Alright. And then we'll put 4 slots over here for the burners. Alright, so it wants us to do 20 blocks to place. So got 18. Wants us to place 30. So let's just go ahead and yeah, let's just go ahead and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go.
To automate ore extraction, we need to set up a drone miner. Craft one and place it on top of your foundation right next to the ore patch.
Alright, we'll craft a drone miner, and then let's go over here and grab all the stuff. Let's insert more ore. Alright. Alright, so it wants us to place a drone miner. So I like to do building materials on tab 1, and tab 2 is going to be my buildings. So drone miner.
Drone miners and most other buildings require power to function. Let's build a biomass generator on the same foundation as the drone miner. Once built, you need to harvest some plants and trees with your mining drill to collect biomass. Insert the biomass into the generator and it will start to power all buildings on the same foundation as the generator.
Alright, so we're going to do 1 to start with. We're going to go ahead and craft a couple more of these. Alright, so the biomass burner is done. We're going to put that on slot 1 because that's like the initial thing. And then we're going to go ahead and craft a second drone miner for... How much biomass do I have? Okay, I have enough to insert a whole stack.
Go watch your mining drones acquire your first automated ore. Aren't they beautiful?
Yep, they are beautiful.
We need to get going. Let's build a smelter next.
Alright, smelter. Alright, so I need more things. Let's go ahead and take and insert more. Take and insert more. How much more rubble do I have? I do have some. Okay. Alright, so it wants us to make a smelter next. Smelters are 3x3s. So I'm going to put like, oops, like that, and then B, and then smelter is going to go right here because drones are going to go right there. Drone miners. Okay, so number 4. No, actually they're 2x2s. Okay. Whoa. I just went really fast. I hit shift. That's why. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Shift. No shift. More shift. Alright, so it's going to be right there.
The smelter is more efficient than the inbuilt drop pod smelter, so you should start using this from now on.
Alright, conveyor belts.
Another benefit is that we can automate the smelters to make our life easier. For this, you need to connect the drone miner to a smelter by using loaders and conveyor belts. Let's start by crafting the required machines. 2 loaders, 1 for the smelter and 1 for the drone miner, as well as a few belts to connect them. While you're crafting those, let us recap the plan. We will set up a basic factory to provide us with the most crucial resources to get started.
Alright.
Then we'll look at getting the space station up and running again so that we can use it as a sales hub for our future products.
What I'm going to do is remove all of these. Okay, so did it do loaders too? Yes. Okay, so let's get 2 loaders. Let's go ahead and grab 1 more of those and a couple more of these. So I'm gonna do those there and those there. Alright, so what I want to do is start by going up, and you can right click and change slope up, slope down. You can do that with a lot of things. I'm gonna go up. Alright, and then we're gonna do like this. And we're going to do the smelters right here. So let's see, we're going to do that and that and that. And then we're going to need 2 more across the board like that. All right. Whoops, I accidentally hit shift again. All right, so there we go. And then let's go to B and hit 4. Alright, now it wants us to craft 20 conveyors. So let's do 2, 4, 6. That should be enough, right? Nope, I need 2 more. Alright.
You have the machines necessary to connect the drone miner to the smelter. Now, attach a
The
loader
loaders
to each machine
I'm going to put
and connect them with conveyor belts.
after the conveyors. There we go, number 5. Alright. Whoa, I jumped. All I did was jump. Wow. Okay. There's definitely some bugginess going on with stuff. So, okay, and then we're gonna go change this to input. And then there's no power, so what I gotta do is, oops, not that. What I gotta do is go like this, and then like that. And now there should be power up top. Yep, there's power. Alright, and now what we have automated stuff. Let's take those. Alright, so let's go ahead and craft. Can I craft more smelters? Yes. Let's go ahead and craft one more smelter. Let's put L for light. Alright, and I need another loader. Alright, and now we have 2 automated. Can't take those. Alright. Take those. Can I insert anything? Okay, and then take these. And then I should be able to craft another smelter and another loader. All right. Yeah, I like to have my stuff up above because it makes it easier instead of having to build and worry about demolishing terrain and stuff to make room. There's more. Plus, you could put other stuff down below if you want to. You can split it off and do other stuff. Yeah, I got the flashlight already. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of these. So automation, foundation, fuel items, buildings and machines, conveyor slopes, smelter. Duplicationer is a mod. I'm guessing it's going to work because I hit K and it showed the thing, so I'm guessing that's still going to work. Alright, so we want to view the F2. We
Great.
got that.
We
Place
connected the machines
smelters.
and
Okay,
have
so we need
automated
one
the
more. We need
tedious
one more
process of moving
smelter,
items by hand.
one more
Isn't
loader.
automation great? Now it's time to scale up and build more smelters. A single belt full of ore can feed multiple smelters using the power of loaders. The info database has a diagram if you need one. A loader
Alright,
only adds enough items at a time to a machine to ensure it doesn't stop. This makes it easy for you to have multiple machines fed by a single long belt.
Dang it, that's not what I wanted to do. We don't have ladders yet, do we? No. So I just have to go up the ramp. Alright, and then we gotta make another smelter. I think I already did. Yeah, I did. Okay.
We have completed our initial mission of setting up a smelting facility. We've done a great job, haven't we?
Yep, I sure have.
According to our business plan, new machine blueprints will be created from research. My archive contains plans for a research server. Through material analysis, I should be able to provide a beacon blueprint, which we are going to need to notify the station of our planetary location. Let's get going and build a research server.
Alright, so it wants us to do a research server. We're going to do this down below. I'm going to go ahead and make one more biomass burner and stick that right here. And insert. And yes, the mod is working because I still have 100. The cheat, the fuel cheat. I don't like having to get rid of trees and getting biomass and starting all over from scratch on making power, so I do that and it's fine for me, so whatever. Alright, so it wants us to craft a research server. That's this. I need more technum. And then there's a science. Let me check the thing here. Grab all those plates and all that technum. There's no more things I can put in, right? Okay. Alright, so what I need to do is tab and craft a research server and craft. I'm going to craft 6 science because I believe the first 3 actually I'm going to grab 3 more too. I think the first 3 things take 3 science each. And then let's see. We're going to go ahead and actually I don't want to do that. I'm just going to temporarily put down this for the science. And then I'm going to right click. Yep, I believe it's 3 and 3.
To advance in research, you need to make science packs. Craft a few by hand and insert them into the research server to research the beacon blueprint.
Yeah, I know. Quick research. There you go.
There is a previously prepared drop pod with an additional robot assistant on the station.
Yeah.
We can call it once we've placed the beacon.
It's BB something. BB something, yeah. Okay, so research emergency beacon. In the meantime, let me go ahead and craft Some more of that. And where is the other ore? Right there.
Got it.
That's enough. All right.
We now have the beacon blueprint. Craft it and place it, but not too close to your existing machines. Those drop pods tend to land right on top of the beacons.
All right. So he wants us to craft the beacon blueprint. Electronic components. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. Okay, so let me craft that first, and then we'll craft what's left of that. All right, so the beacon blueprint can go anywhere. So we're just gonna stick it right here, and then hit the button, and then back up.
Great.
It's gonna
now you
drop.
might want to take a step back and look up.
And then you hit F,
groundbreaker.
and get it off of
This
the
corporate
thing.
command companion
And then
bureaucrat
tab,
bot,
and
C3BB for
then
short,
this.
will help us with the administration of our factory. First, let's help him out of that drop pod by deconstructing and placing it in a safe location. Welcome to the ground C3BB. We have completed setting up our basic manufacturing infrastructure. What's the situation on the space station?
He's not talking.
It's about to break apart, you say? Spontaneous explosive disassembly.
Sip of
That's extremely
coffee.
troubling. What now? There's a working construction drone bay that we can use to repair the station? Perfect. Let's establish contact and repair the most critical parts. We need to research the space station terminal.
All right, and then come over here and hit E on him and stabilize the space station.
I agree. Preventing the space station from falling apart is our highest priority. Let's set up a connection and initiate emergency repairs. I'll guide you through the process.
Grab 100. I'm gonna grab 200 xenoferrite. You can see how fast the sheet works for a wand. Okay, there's 200 xenoferrite. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert that here, and then I'm gonna grab. I don't remember what the other one is over here. Technum. I'm gonna grab 200 Technum. Because I can, you know. 200 Technum. And then I'm gonna insert that. How much Technum do I have? Just the two. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is come over here and go upstairs and grab all the xenoferrite from in here. Each row of xenoferrite rubble can support 8 these smelters. So yeah. And then let's see, we got a G is to open the research panel, so it wants us to research space station terminal. That takes 3. I'm gonna go ahead and insert the rest of the things that I have, because after that we need to research assembler, and that's also 3. So alright, let's start setting up. Where's the Technum? Over here. No, that's xenoferrite. Technum. Let's start setting up okay, we've got 5, so let's go ahead and craft a couple of those.
Now that we have the blueprint, we need to build the terminal to finally get a connection to the station's command center. Once built, Open the control menu and start the emergency repairs upgrade. Luckily, the station has a pretty big stock of construction materials, so we don't have to worry about that for a while.
Alright, and I'm going to need to craft a couple more biomass burners, so I need more technum. Right now I can only craft one, that's fine. One is fine for now. And let's craft, oh good. Alright, and then we got that. We're doing pretty good on that. Let me craft a couple more loaders. Actually, one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 more loaders. And then I need more electronic components, which means I need more technum. We're running low on technum. Let's craft 2 smelters. Alright, and then we got that. Alright, so we're doing 1, 2, and then 2 for the smelter, and then 2 for the output. So we need 6 more of these, like this. 2, 4, 5. Probably won't have enough. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, and there's that. Now we need more technum. Grab that, grab that. How many smelters do I have? I have 2. We need 2 more smelters. We need 1 more biomass burner. I should be able to get enough technum to make another biomass burner. What do I need for that? Technum rods. 5 technum rods. Take that. What do I need? More electronic components as well. Alright, we'll get to that. B. Okay. And then we're gonna do this and put the first biomass burner right here. How much biomass do I have? I have enough to insert. What I'm gonna do is control click. Wait, is it shift click? Yeah, shift click, split it. And then I'm going to manage inventory and manage inventory. There we go. And then 10. We'll just put 10 in there. And then that'll last because the fuel cheat is on. Okay, and then we'll do this. And then 4 smelters. Oh, that's new. That noise is new. And then, okay, we need more technum, more Zeno. We need some more of that. We need another biomass burner. We got the loaders. Okay, so oh, dang it. No, I'll do that. Alright, and now that's going to be working. Let's go ahead and put the the output down. God dang it, I did the jump again. Can't do that. Alright, we gotta change this to output. Yep. God dang it, I did the jump again. I can't get up without... let's go to research, and did we do assembler? Alright, research is not active. Alright, let's go ahead and craft 2 more science packs. How am I going to get up top? I don't know how I'm going to get up top. Oh, because stuff is messed up with the shift key. Let me check wand real quick and see if speed is changed. Movement speed multiplier, no. Movement speed multiplier is not changed. Because something is messed up somewhere that it's making the cheats enable like super speed. Alright, so what I'm gonna do then is do this and do this. Then what I'm gonna do is this. Well, I guess I'm just gonna adjust this then. It's fine. It'll be fine. Whatever. It is what it is. Alright, that way I can go on top of this to go upstairs. And then... then we'll just remove these and make one more row of there we go. And then the smelters will just go like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then change this to input. 1, 2, 3, 4. No power. Oh, that's... Why is there no power? Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. Now there should be power. Yeah, I can hear him going. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and go over here and grab some stuff. $173. Yeah, that's cool. And then we'll go over here and grab what little we can of this. Looks like I'm gonna have to make another row here. I'm gonna have to do it from down here. Can't use space for jumping. Can't use shift. Alright. Now, it wants us to craft a space station terminal. Let me go ahead and add... Oh, it's on the other side. I was going to say, where's the research? Alright, and then that can finish that research. Craft a space station terminal. That's right. That's going to go where BB-23 is, or whatever his name is. Hi, BB. Good. We can go ahead and that, and do one more of those, and this. All right. Space station terminal is right. That's a biomass burner. Space station terminal. We're gonna put that right next to. Well, I believe this needs power as well. Yeah, I believe it needs power. Yep. So we're gonna have to do this, and then go up one, and then like this, connect to that. Now we have power on it. Okay, it wants us to set up a company name. I always do Risco Incorporated. I always do green because green is my color, and I always do the robot face because it looks cool. Complete registration process. Alright. Now it wants to initiate emergency repairs. So we go to the space station, we go to station upgrades, we go to hull, and we go to emergency repairs, Q upgrade.
Great. Our construction drones on the space station are working on their first station upgrade. This will take a bit. Let's shift our focus back to the factory.
Alright, we got 2
You're
biomass
right,
burners there.
C3BB. We need
Now,
to automate research and unlock more technology before we can get serious on manufacturing our first product. If we unlock the assembler, we can use it to automatically craft all the items needed for research. Use belts and loaders to fully automate the process. And don't forget to automatically bring the science packs to the research server.
Yep, that's what the next step is. But first, I need to connect. I want to connect these two. The research server, I don't know. Then we'll just go like that. And now both are connected. Now there's 4 biomass burners on everything. Oops, I did space. What about shift? Does shift do it? Shift does not do it. Okay, so that's good to know. Alright, so produce 20 science packs is an assembler. It is 43 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and end the video here. Summon C3BB. Okay. We're going to end the video here. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.